So it was around that time that I had picked up the book, Why Work Sucks. And around the time that this was going on, I really dug deeply into the book and went through the whole thing and just thought, you know, this is really, somebody really got it right. This is the way work is supposed to be. This is the way work is supposed to feel. And what I'm feeling now is the complete opposite of that. I feel like I'm trying to force myself into this box, and I feel like it's suffocating me. So I went in, I had spoken with my CFO and my manager about this, and they said, well, before you make this decision, will you please come in and talk with us? So I did, and we had a good discussion. I brought up the book. I said, you know, I've read this book that I would recommend. It really entails everything that we're talking about right now. It's about a results-only work environment where essentially you're given a task to do. You complete your task, which is what I do here, and the timing of when you do them is completely up to you. As long as the work gets done at the time it's supposed to get done, as long as you meet your deadline, that's all that matters. And it doesn't matter if you come in a few minutes later or leave a few minutes later or whatever it is. You can work however you need to, as long as your work gets done. That's the bottom line. I could work in the middle of the night as long as the work gets done. They thought it was a great idea. They kind of smiled about it and were respectful about it, but ultimately they said this would never work here. We need to have people here. We need them to be accountable. And I thought right there, that tells me a lot about what a traditional work environment is. When you compare that to a results-only work environment, it's just night and day. In my company, I went and talked with my employers, and it really didn't go anywhere. I think they treated me with respect, but I think they heard me. Things have been easier since then. I've had a little bit more breathing room at work, so I feel like I'm going to be able to stay for a while. But still, ultimately, they're not going to make any changes. They're not going to change the dragon that is their environment, and I feel like I did what I could to encourage them to do so. I think if you're in an environment that can shift, the first thing you can do is open your mouth and hopefully hope that other folks will join you, and at some point you'll have enough folks, enough people together that your voice will be loud enough to be heard.